Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Hold On, I'm Calling My Mom. I'm Paul.
I'm Barb. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Mom. I love that we're doing this little festive Christmas episode together.
It is a nice little festive, quick on, quick off for everybody so we can get our little thing in before the end of the year.
Girl, not you already saying quick on and off like you're already tapped out. I'm like, damn, okay, we just got started. Quick on and off, okay.
Well, it's a busy time of year for people, so we just want to, be courteous.
Yeah, you got places to be apparently, I guess.
Places to be, people to see.
Well, speaking of, we have our holiday plans.
We do.
Barb and Brett are going to be in the Fenn household, my boyfriend's family's household, and it's going to be all of us under one roof celebrating Christmas. This is the third year tradition that we've done this.
Is it the third?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it is, because the first year we were at Mirage, then we stayed last year, and then we came this year. So, yes, you're right.
Every year I've been chipping away that you guys get to stay under the same roof as all of us. And this is the first year we're actually all going to be under the same roof. This is a big step.
Oh, see, I was thinking last year we did.
No.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think this is my fifth Christmas almost that I'm spending with them.
Yes, I was thinking last year was Christmas, but it wasn't. Oh, wow. This is new then.
Yeah, well, you would have went in thinking you already did it. So I guess that's good, I guess.
No, now the pressure's on. Now I'm getting anxiety from it. I'm thinking, oh, we did it. All went well. We're good. But now I'm like, oh, we're all waking up at Christmas. We're all doing this.
So this is us meeting in the middle, kind of like, I always feel torn because I'm like, oh, Christmas, I want to spend time with you guys, but then I also want to be with Jordy and his family. And then I'm also like, I don't want to be back in New Jersey with all the cold and the weather and the snow. So we have made it a unanimous decision that Vegas is going to be the Christmas spot for all of us. I mean, we've really come such a long way from the day that you met Jordy to now. We're spending Christmas under his family's roof. And the first time that you met him, you almost shit your pants.
No, I was having epigastric pain.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was like from all the spices. It was like a reflux.
That moment, the chaos that happened in a span of like an hour.
Yeah, that was a lot.
The first time my mom and Brett met Jordy, they came out to LA. We were like, we're going to do like a beach day. It wasn't summer, so we're like, oh.
It was still cold. We were just like going to sit on the beach, but we still, not cold, but it was just, well, we'll get into that.
I was like, oh, wow, it's not, summer yet, but like in LA, you can still go to the beach and it's somewhat doable. So we're like, we're going to drive there. We're going to have a whole day. We packed everything. We're all excited. We're all in the car together and it's like, you guys are still all getting to know each other. And we get to the beach and there is like a sandstorm that is like happening. I think the car was like shaking as we were in park. Like it was crazy, the amount of like wind, and
it was like literally piling up on the roof and on the window. You could see it. It was like landing. We couldn't get out or we would have had like an exfoliation.
We would have been cut by the sand. I'm not kidding. It would have been like, probably would have felt like sandpaper. So as this is happening, we're like, I guess we're not going to go out to the beach and lay out like we thought we did. Well, I had a call with the, what would we call him? A gastroenterologist, eye doctor for
stomach issues.
Yeah.
You were having.
And of course, the timing of that phone call, the appointment had to happen while we were all stuck in this car. And I really needed to take that call at the time.
Yes.
And I was like, I can't reschedule because this guy was like booked out months in advance. So he's like calling me and I pick up and I'm thinking, oh, at this point, I'll be able to get out of the car and I'll be able to take the call.
Was not happening.
No. So the doctor's like, so how regular are you when you use the restroom?
What does your poop consist of?
What does it look like? What does it smell? I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah.
And this is like when you literally are just starting to date Jordy.
Yeah. I was like, I'm never going to say this out loud. Like, that's crazy. Like, what is the size of it? Like, what the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to say to that? Yeah. So every question he asked me, I would just be like, yeah, that one. Like, because I was like, Jordy's next to me in the driver's seat. I'm in the passenger. You're in the back. Brett's in the back. I'm like, I can't get out of this because if I'm out there, it's just going to be wind.
I mean, you wouldn't even be able to hold the conversation out of the car. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a doctor asking me about how my bowel movements are going while I'm next to somebody that I'm pursuing to date with my mom and my brother in the back seat, and I'm stuck in this car. I'm like, I can't answer these fucking questions. I can't. I'm not answering them. So I think I blacked that out. I don't even know what the outcome of that whole appointment was, to be honest. And then speaking of some GI issues, we're on our way back home because we had nowhere else to go at this point. And Barb then becomes hunched over in the back seat of the car. I'm like, what is happening right now?
Like sweat, like pain that I couldn't even talk. Like I think it was just from the spices from wherever we ate the night before. And it was like literally like reflux kind of pain that I was like hunched and I couldn't even move. I couldn't talk. I couldn't do anything.
I then look back. My mother's hunched over.
I'm like slouched.
Gripping onto the
arm thing.
Yeah, you're gripped up, holding on to it. And I literally look and I'm like, this is a Twilight Zone. This is like within an hour of us doing this. I'm like, this can't be real. So not only did we have that phone call and you're in pain and agony, I'm like, dude, Britt's like, do we have to take her to the ER? Do we have to take her to the hospital? Jordy's just like, driving like, all calm and casual. And I'm looking back thinking, what the actual fuck is happening right now? We got to our closest CVS, and Barb got some medication. So we always say that Barb's first actual introduction to Jordan was in the process of her almost shitting her pants. So we will always remember that.
I had pains in my epigastric. It was reflux. It wasn't those kind of pains. It was just mommy's tummy couldn't handle all the spice.
Sure, Jan. Okay, whatever you got to tell yourself.
I still have a picture of you two, like the first time that we met. We went to Barney's Beanery.
I just posted that on my Instagram post last week because it was special because you took that picture.
Yeah.
It's a significant picture because my mom took it after the day that we had. We're like, let's go to Barney's Beanery. Everyone's stomach's ready for this. Why not?
And 3 years later, he's come to the dark side with us.
We will be fully entrenched in the Fenn household during the holidays.
We will.
Well, I said we might need to make some room for an extra added somebody into our family because we might get a new dad.
Oh, really?
Someone slid into your DMs.
Yeah, very true. Still unread.
Are you at a loss for words?
I am.
Barb had her first encounter of someone sliding into her DMs. This is a moment.
It's a moment.
For the people, they got to know. Barb was with a girlfriend, one of her best friends who we love. She's like family.
I was with a girlfriend. We went out one night and we ran into some people that we known for some years. And then within an hour of me getting home, the DM came in.
Oh my gosh. And you obviously called me immediately to tell me this.
I did, because I said, what do I do?
Despite whoever it is, that's a big deal that you got your first DM interaction. Now, what transpires moving forward? Nothing. But the fact that it happened, that's I mean, hello. Barb's still a bad bitch if we got people from high school still trying to holler at her. Like, it's a good ego boost.
It's definitely a good ego boost. I will agree with that.
All these years, you still look bad as hell in the best way possible. And he's still wanting to say, hey, what's up?
Agree.
I mean, let's call it what it is. I mean, you're not a spring chicken anymore.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, like you're not like if somebody can like look good after high school after all these years, that says something.
Well, thank you.
So I gotta tell Jordan's mom to make sure she puts out an extra pillow and blanket set for our new DM.
Baby daddy.
Yeah. We still need to do some vetting on that end, but it's a step in the right direction.
We'll go with that.
Speaking of family, somebody that is a crucial part of this family and our little trio, and we've held out this long to bring him onto the podcast officially. We had him jump on the one episode with Deborah during our Everybody Should Have Slutty Era episode, which I love. So we're like, no, we need to set it up. We need to give him a formal introduction. We need to do something. It's the holiday season.
That's right.
It's very, very a part of our family tradition, especially is that we love to play games. We love to reconnect. I mean, we live for a good board game at the Roysdon household.
We really do.
Did I say my last name correctly then? Did I?
Roysdon household.
Roysdon household.
Roysdon. Din.
Barb's been saying that I've been saying my last name wrong for the last 32 years, apparently. Like, I don't know where this came out of left field, but I'm not saying.
I had to educate my son on what his last name is.
I say my name is Paul Roysdon.
It's not Paul Roysdon. It's Paul Roysdon. There's a difference. You're saying a T and it's a D.
I know, but that's like so many people's last names when it sounds like something and it's not.
But it is.
But Roysdon.
No, you're adding a T-O-N.
No, that would be Royston.
No.
Well, okay, we have an O in our name and we say Royston. That's not actually
Roysdon.
Yeah, but it would be Roysdon. So you say it wrong too then.
Roysdon.
Girl, you're trying so hard to make it. No, you don't say it like that.
Roysdon.
No.
Roysdon.
No.
Yes.
You're not saying it right either. I'm saying Paul Royston. I don't know if I'm creating.
The fact that we had to call people to ask them.
Yeah, we had to call my grandma to see how she said it. We asked Brett, my brother.
We Googled it.
Yeah. I'm still standing on Paul Royston, period.
Okay.
And on that note, we're going to introduce Brett Royston to the podcast and join us on this little conversation we're having for the holiday season.
We can't wait.
Well, welcome to the podcast. We got Brett up in here.
Hi, Brett.
Hi.
Brett's making his first, hold on, I'm calling my mom podcast.
Here we all are, the duo.
I'm excited.
I guess it's not a duo.
We're a trio. We had to incorporate him. And I said, why not bring him into the end of the year on a Christmas episode? It's all about family. So here we are.
My two favorite people.
I feel like I'm like Regis and Kelly. And I'm like,
I kind of feel like Barb's really turned into such a good interviewer now.
She is. She has that voice that like interviewers put on sometimes. Like she can like navigate that. I feel like better.
Damn, he said you're put on.
Not put on, but like she knows how to be like, that's funny, Diane. You're like that's you. Like she has that now. I feel like.
She does. She has an infectious laugh. That's what everyone says the most about.
Yes, I agree. Her laugh, like even if it's not real, sometimes I feel like you laugh is good. So I'm like, I know her, so I'm like, okay, that was like a put on laugh, or that was a real one. But like
she's being fake as hell, just laugh.
but you can't tell, which is good if you don't know her.
I don't ever fake a laugh. If I'm happy, I laugh. If it's funny, I laugh. Okay. If it's not, then you get
heard it here first. So then anytime we don't get a laugh, we know that wasn't funny then from you.
That's right.
Well, it really is holiday tradition for us to always like create some game or play a game. We live for a good board game in our household, like I said earlier. And I was thinking what better way to like play this game, since we did have an episode early on of Hold On, I'm Calling My Mom podcast with Dr. Alex about every parent has a favorite child. Barb's still walking.
Paul's still stuck on that.
So I was like, we're going to have it here and hold her to it. And what a way to go out. So I was like,
oh my God.
And we are going to play the game. Which child do you know better?
Ooh, that's a good game. It's very much a Paul game.
Yes. I like to keep people on their toes. I love a reaction. So I was like, let's do this. I already brought, also FYI, when I see you guys in 2 days on Christmas, I brought all the board games. I brought this game. It's like, how old are you really?
I know. I love that. That'll be fun for us.
The one question is, can you say Chipotle right? That should be the only question.
I don't know if Barb's going to pass that. Chipotle.
No. Chipotle.
Ariana Grande.
Ariana.
It's just Ariana.
Ariana Grande.
Wow. Okay. What did you accomplish in 2024? I finally said Ariana Grande's name correctly. Well, so this game, I want to tee off some questions that I saw from this game.
Okay.
And it's to understand if you as a mother with your gut instinct, no pressure, if you can come in and fully get the answer right to each of us. So I'm going to throw a question at you. Oh, I was like, are you getting stomach pains again?
No. I'm nervous.
So I'm going to throw a question at you.
Nervous thing when I go.
You give your answer, then I will go to me, give my answer, see if it's correct or what I would put.
Okay.
And then we'll go to Brett, and then Brett will say it. So if it's like somewhat close, I feel like, if you you're near the mark, but if you really want to keep Mom of the Year from me, you really better come the fuck through. That's all I know. So, okay.
All right, hit me.
So what is the biggest flaw that I would say for myself and Brett would say for himself?
Your biggest flaw is you're hard on yourself, and Brett's biggest flaw is he's a procrastinator.
Ding, 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 ding.
I literally wrote that down. Procrastination.
I was gonna say that literally as soon as you said that, I was like, yeah, you got that right.
As soon as you said procrastination, I was like, yep, that's it.
Yeah. Again, I have 2 different children, hence why when we did our episode of Favorite Child, I said I have 2 entirely different children.
I know. Well, we're gonna see if you can really crack
Yeah, you can tell the difference.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Well, don't get too cocky, girl. We're just starting. What is mine? Did I say that wrong? Mine?
Yes, you said that. You said mine.
I know. Why do I always say it that way? Okay.
You say Mayan.
Yeah.
It's just mine.
Mine.
I always say Mayan, and Jordy said I say it like a Mayan ruin. I don't know.
Yeah,
why.
yeah. That's how you say it. Yeah.
What is Paul, myself, and Brett's biggest fear?
Oh, I mean not to be morbid, but I think it's to live without me, like in your lives.
Wrong. It's sharks.
I was gonna put sharks too.
Sharks are my biggest fear. Sorry.
Girl,
Damn.
it's not all about you.
Yeah, no, it's definitely sharks for me.
Why did you
take water?
Why did she make that about herself?
I don't know. Very morbid. It's like the sharks, the water.
I know it is. I said it's very morbid, but that I think that's your biggest fear is like that I'm not gonna be here someday.
Well,
you guys always say that.
That's what I mean. Yes, of course, that's going to be
a big fear, but like
that's not. I wouldn't say that's my number one because I try not to think about it.
Yeah,
I meant like more to myself, like what my biggest fear is.
Yeah,
bitch, it's that I won't be here someday.
That is, but if you want to know what mine was, it actually was the fear of never succeeding of doing what I want to ultimately do.
And
that makes sense.
And Brett's is sharks.
I don't like the open water.
I was gonna put like if it was something like silly, like like what are the chances that you're just gonna be in the middle of the ocean with a shark? I do fear that, but I was like, that's not like I'm talking real shit. Like
real stuff. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So not about me. Okay. Go ahead.
So you technically didn't get that wrong because you got it wrong.
It was that wrong. That's the right answer, but like that wasn't the one. I was thinking like silly ones, like not like a real serious one.
Yeah. Okay.
Who was more gay, Brett or me? I'm just kidding. I went to see if you were actually.
I wrote my answer down.
Who? What'd you say?
Polly.
No, we already talked about this.
But
I thought Brett was just theatrical.
Like you played with dolls and like I was
So
like playing
bitch.
I played with sport. I was in sports all the time and stuff, and I was like good at sports.
Have you ever heard DL? That don't mean shit.
But then as I gotten older, I think my gayness really shined. I blame it on the cancer, but that's just me.
Cancer made you gay.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't there before.
You lost one thing and you gained another.
That's right.
Oh, I got to give a shout out to Caitlin. Caitlin is one of my good friends. You guys both know her. So when I posted Brett's birthday post, I, was clowning on Brett because he had like the wig on with the hair and was doing like the little hair flips. There were no warning signs.
There were the hair everywhere. I put a scrunchie in it.
Yes, you did different.
He was mad. If he would freak out if I didn't put the scrunchie in the right
I
way.
like remember that, and I had the red pajamas with the blue tip, so I pretended like my hair was dyed.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was coloring it.
Yeah.
I digress. So Caitlin, as sweet as she is, she goes, having 2 gay sons is a blessing. I hope the Lord deems me worthy enough to receive one.
Aw,
That's so sweet.
I literally told her, I was like, I got to say this on the podcast because she loves you. And like,
I know. That's amazing.
She would be the best mom of a gay son or gay child, period. Okay, so back to the game. What does Brett do when he's nervous and what do I do when I'm nervous? Like, what's a telltale sign that you know that we are nervous or in some form of distress?
Oh, you pick your fingers, Paul. And Brett gets really red.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, what is my proudest accomplishment and what is Brett's proudest accomplishment thus
Oh,
far?
that's hard. That's a hard one.
You want the title?
I mean, I think your proudest accomplishment is your work of where you've started and where you are now.
Good job.
I think Brett's proudest accomplishment is
I mean, I feel like there's only one right answer.
I do too.
that you conquered cancer.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like with that comes like that's
Like,
why
yeah, it's like the after
that
stuff.
comes like all the hard work you did in high school and college and where you are now.
Yes.
with your
No,
job.
I agree. Like the beating cancer is the big one, but it's like the
Yes.
fact that like I've accomplished things even after that.
The main bracket is cancer, and then the things that are
That follow after.
yes.
Yeah.
All right, Mom, you're really
Yeah,
okay.
You're doing good. Yeah.
I know
Not
my
a favorite. Not a favorite so far.
I know
I know my boys.
you do. Okay, this is one that I'm curious to hear what you think.
All right.
What would I change about my appearance, and what would Brett change about his appearance if we could do one thing to ourselves? What would it be?
Your areolas.
That's what I was gonna write down for Paul. Yep.
And Brett would change the bump in his nose.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, you got even down to the nipple.
But you got it right.
I mean, I honestly was going to say nothing because I do love the way that I look. And I'm scared to go under the knife. But like, sure, if someone's going to throw some money and say, hey, do you want your big nipples fixed? I'm going to say yes.
All you have to do, I told you, is just get the tattoo of like flesh color around it.
I don't think that works.
People get eyebrows tattooed on. Why can't you get,
You can get a nipple tattooed on you. I don't think you can get it tattooed off. Like less.
if you put like a flesh color?
I don't
Like
think that's how that works.
roll. Hit me. Come on.
When was the last time I was angry or Brett was angry that you witnessed? Something that really you remember that was like, that was a big moment. And last week during his birthday doesn't count.
I wasn't angry.
I was going to say a week ago.
I was. I know it's hard because I'm always so happy.
I was gonna say the opposite.
So I would say for you, it was probably
Which you.
when, huh?
Which you?
I would say for Paul. I go to Paul first, oldest to youngest. I would say for Paul was probably when he wanted to go see Wicket and he was under strict orders of what the rules were, and Paul did not obey the rules.
I was in the doghouse, the screening of Wicket, which is
The
Jordan.
screening of Wicket.
This is like Jordan's Super Bowl.
Yes.
I was gonna go to the bar and get another drink, and he said, if you come back in,
Right.
a drink.
And you were mad that, which is funny because he was mad you went, but you were mad that he was mad. For Brett, I would say it was our last visit to Cali. He was mad because his brother told him that he wasn't allowed to order his own food anymore.
No.
It wasn't that. It was that
No,
they have to
he
ask-
wasn't allowed to order that. He orders, his eyes are bigger than his stomach, and he orders food and never eats it, and then brings it home as leftovers and leaves it in the fridge and never eats it.
I said, be mindful and just be courteous. If you're not fronting the bill and you're not going to eat it, and you know you don't eat it, because when you left, I had 4 meals sitting in my fridge. That
You're welcome.
you were here,
You're welcome.
and I'm not eating your leftovers. That you got to be mindful of saying, hey, if someone's paying for this and I know I'm not going to eat it, I'm not going to disrespect them by leaving my food, my leftovers in their fridge just to eat food, just to eat it. So that was what the issue was. It was more of the lack of awareness of what you were doing.
Today at breakfast, me and my best friend shared a meal together.
Shout
I
out,
said, would you like to split it? Like split something? And we both split something. And I finished my meal.
shout out to Sydney.
Shout out
Shout
to
out to
Sydney.
Sydney. Yes.
And I asked her if she wanted to share something because we were talking about right beforehand. She was like, yeah, would you like to share something then? So,
See what my impact does, whether you like it or not.
All right.
okay.
Next question.
What was one of my most embarrassing moments, and what was Brett's?
Oh my God. That's
That's hard.
hard.
I thought about this the other day. So like something really embarrassed happening to me, and I totally forget now.
I know one.
I
For
know.
me?
I know one for Brett.
Oh, okay.
I do too.
Well,
Do you want to start it? Are we going to say the same thing?
Yeah, when he was in your bathroom.
I was literally going to say that.
no, please let's just keep that.
Oh, what the time when my brother went into my bathroom and was trying to send a dick pic to somebody and then went on Instagram Live and thought that was the dick pic that he was sending, but it literally was saying that he was live and he was naked in my goddamn bathroom. Yeah.
I didn't realize that when you enter someone else's live, you also go live. I didn't realize how that worked. And then my text gets flooded with all my friends saying, "This is your penis. This is your penis."
Like, who else goes on Instagram Live trying to send a dick pic to somebody other than somebody other than?
Listen, we talked about it previously. I'm a virgin. When the moment strikes, you just have to take it sometimes.
I was
Like, oh my God, the reaction Paul was just like,
no, it was Brett. It was Brett. Why are you on Instagram Live? And Jordy goes, "Go look."
because my heart sank when I knew that my brother left the room that we were in to go into the restroom and the door shut, and then it says that he is going live. I was like, I don't even think I want to click this, but like, what did he get hacked? Like, what is happening? And then I see the tile of my bathroom floor and scream his name and be like, get off of whatever. Like, I don't know what it is. We'll ask questions later, but get off.
As soon as he said, "Why are you on Instagram Live?" I was like, "Oh shit." We live and we learn.
for you, Paul, I don't know.
I know one.
You do?
You do?
Yeah, I guess I'm going to admit it here.
What?
That I've really had to fart really bad. I don't do that in front of Jordan, and I had to so badly. And Jordan has narcolepsy, so he was knocked out, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is the time!" And he was laying like near me, like his like body was kind of on me, so I couldn't get up. And I was like, "This is the perfect time. He's not going to be awake to hear it. He's not going to be alert. He's not going to know." So it happened, and it happened. we had to do what we had to do.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, "Whew, okay, that's it." And then when he eventually got up, he said, "Did you fart when I was sleeping?" And I said, "No, what do you mean?" He said, "The couch shook and it happened not once, but twice." And I said, "No, I didn't. What are you talking about?"
That's just terrible.
So it was the fact that he caught me because, I don't like doing that as a
Yeah,
couple.
I get that.
Like,
Yeah,
that's a private
that's
thing. But I had no other
I
option.
wouldn't know that. Do I know that? I wouldn't know that.
I've never.
It just happened last week.
Oh.
All right, next question.
Please.
If I could buy myself anything in the world, what would it be? And if Brett could buy himself something in the world, what would it be? Anything.
Anything?
Mm-hmm.
You would definitely be, I feel like, a house. Like you like a home. You like that comfort of that.
Yeah, I want to create like a sanctuary.
Yeah. For Brett.
A dildo.
What would you think he would say?
What would I say?
Yeah, what would you say?
I would say a room full of refrigerators so he could store all of his leftovers in his house.
Do we have a real answer?
No, that was my real answer.
That's not the answer.
Oh.
It's a boat.
Okay.
Okay.
I know.
She's an outdoors girl.
I'm not. But I just always I'm scared of sharks in the open water, but I always like being on the water.
Yeah, how did that come to be? Because the worst fear was sharks in the middle of the water. Now we want a boat. That's not what
Maybe not like a dinghy, but like a nice luxury boat.
Yes.
Okay, well, he answered for himself. So was that what you were going to say, Mom, or no?
No, I didn't know what to say.
You have been going back to back. You were breaking even the whole time. And I think that's where you just lost Brett on this journey.
Yeah, you did. It sounds like Paul's your favorite son, which was my answer all along.
Nuh-uh.
It was a boat.
Now you guys trying to rationalize to make sure you get the point.
I'm saying, Brett, you're wrong about what you would choose. I think you would choose.
She's telling you what the right answer is. Well, Brett, thank you so much for
Thank you
coming
guys for having me. I enjoyed this.
For playing such a compelling, serious, cutthroat game that we just
That's
played.
right.
Really, I'm so grateful that you took time out of your very, very busy schedule to come on and join us.
Thank you for inviting me. I had so many fridges to unpack and so many leftover meals that I had to get taken care of. So
that was fun. We need to do
that was
more.
fun.
We need to do more games like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I think, yeah, all of our dynamics, like laughing the way we could. Yeah.
I don't want to bore the people at home, so we could keep going back and forth. I'll save them for Christmas Day and keep everybody so entertained all day by just playing these little games with you guys and seeing if you're still interested then when we play them. But
can't wait.
I'm going to see you guys in like 2 days.
I know. I'm so excited.
So excited.
Can't wait for all the leftover meals I'm going to get.
Okay. On that note, you can take that little boat you just bought and send your ass out of here and start on floating all by.
You said not a dinghy.
Yeah. Float on out of here.
Right. The favorite son says goodbye.
All right. Bye, Brett.
Bye, Brett.
That was so fun.
That was so fun. Good game.
Right? Good way to go out. A little Christmas. I don't know if that was very like Christmas family talk, any of the stuff that we just did, but the intention was there.
I agree. I think it was cute with our introduction to Brett and all of our it shows our dynamics.
I think nothing screams more festive than your mom knowing that you intended to send a dick pic and you went on Instagram Live instead. So on that note, thank you everybody for listening. We hope you have a great holiday.
A Christmas recap, little family time.
Little family bonding with us.
Yeah.
And as always, I appreciate, and I know Barb does, how much all of you guys have been tuning in, listening, supporting, from social media to listening to the episodes, YouTube, all of it. Thank you so much. And as always, I can't go out even on a holiday episode without saying, please follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, Facebook at Hold On, I'm Calling My Mom. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Please make sure you're sharing and you're reviewing and you are passing this podcast on to other people on Apple and Spotify. If you have any inquiries, please email us at holdonI'mcallingmymompodcast@gmail.com. On that note, Barb, I hope you're a really good girl this year and Santa brings you everything that you wanted. Ho, ho, ho.
I hope so too.
Okay. All right.
Okay, happy holidays. I'm hanging up now. Bye.
Bye.